my channel, and here we are going to be working on a truncated cube. We are going to be working on a truncated cube. If you are watching my video for the first time, I really appreciate it, and I want to ask you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and put on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified, and also help me to share my videos with your friends who are also learning technical drawing. So as I said, that we are going to be working on a truncated cube, and what we are going to do actually is to draw the front elevation, the plan, that is complete plan. Then we also draw the auxiliary plan of that truncated cube, and then we are going to draw the true shape of the cut surface of the truncated cube. Now, the length of side of the cube is 40 millimeters, and we are going to start as you are going to see right now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is to draw a horizontal line. Okay, then I'm going to come down a little bit. This is my own decision. I'm not taking any distance. So I'm going to, so I have a point here, and I'm going to take my set square, that is 60 degrees. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to draw a line from this point in this direction, and with 30 degrees side of my set square from this point, I'm going to draw a line in this direction. Alright, so as I said, the length or side of the cube is 40 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 40 millimeters from the point intersection of these two lines. So this is 40 millimeters here. Then I'm going to take a measurement of 40 millimeters here again, 40 millimeters. So this is 40 millimeters here. Okay, so then with my 60 degrees set square, I'm going to draw a line from this point in this direction. Then with 30 degrees side of this same set square, I will draw a line in this direction. So this is the plan, though it is incomplete. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do here is that I'm going to label this point as point A. Then this is point B, here is point C, and this is point D. Okay, then this is a cube, so we have a square top, or the top is a square, and the bottom is also a square. So I need to this labeling that I did is for the top part. Then we also need to label the bottom part, which is also a square. So I'm going to do another labeling in which I'm going to call this point. I will call it, this is point E, and here is point F, and here is point G, and then here we have this point to be point H. So let's have it like this. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the front elevation. The front elevation, so we are going to draw the front elevation, so we need to project each of these points up there. So we draw a vertical line up here, and then so from this point we also draw a vertical line. Okay, so we draw a vertical line. So coming to this point here, so we draw a vertical line. Okay, then from this point we also draw a vertical line. So we have this. Then we are going to take a measurement of 40 millimeters again from this point. So this is 40 millimeters. Then we draw a horizontal line from this point. So here we draw a horizontal line. So this is it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to label the point. So as I said that, so our ABC that we have in the plan is for the top here. So at this point we have, this is point A. So here is So we have this point here, this is point B here. So I'm going to call this A prime and this is B prime to differentiate it from what we have here in the plan. And this point is point C prime, and then this point here is point D prime. Okay, so this is D prime. Then for the bottom part, this is point E prime, and then we have this point here to be point F prime, and this point is point G prime, and then we have this point to be point H prime. Okay, so let's try to get the labeling, but it depends on you. You can choose to use another to use other letter. So this is what I choose to use. Then we need to bring out the feasible outlines of the plan and also of the front elevation. So for the plan, so we need to make this line, we need to make it a thick line. I'm using my black pen for this, and also this line will also be drawn as a thick line. Then we also make this line a thick line. Okay, then we make this line a thick line. So this is the top of the cube, or the top surface of the cube. Okay, so we have that, and then so this line also, because when we are looking at this object in this direction, I'm going to see this corner, I will see this corner or an edge, and I will also see this edge. So we are going to make this line, we make it a thick line. So make this line a thick line like this, and then so we can see this also. So this line will be a thick line. Then we can't see this edge, so this is going to be drawn with short dashes line. It is hidden from us, so we draw it with a short dashes line. Okay, so we have this. Then we can see this edge, so we make this line a thick line like this. So we have this. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is that we need to make this base, we also make it a thick line. So make it a thick line. Okay, now so as I said, that this is a truncated cube, so we need to place the cutting plane on the front elevation so that we can draw the complete plan. And the cutting plane is inclined at an angle 45 degrees to the horizontal, but it touches this side from the base 10 millimeters up this base. So we have this point, so we are going to take our 45 degrees set square and draw the cutting plane. So the cutting plane goes like this. Okay, so this is the cutting plane. So we have the cutting plane like this. Okay, now so the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the complete plan. But before I draw the complete plan, I want to label this point on the okay, so let's draw the complete plan first. To draw the complete plan, so what we are to do, if you look at this, so the cutting plane touches this point on the front elevation, so which is this point that we have here. So let's take note of that. Then it touches this point, so and that is which is at this point. Then here we have to draw a vertical line from this point here, from this point. So we have to draw a vertical line. So I'm going to draw a vertical line from here. So we draw a vertical line down this point. Okay, so I want to number this point. So if this point is point 1, okay, this point is point 1 and this is point 2. So where this line touches this line here, okay, and also this point here is point 3 and this point here is point 4. So let's take note of that. So I'm also going to number this point. So this is 1. So this point here is point 4. If you look at what we have here, and this point here contains both 2 and 3. So let's take note of that. So now, so the this surface, by the time the cutting plane cut this surface and then we remove this part, so we are going to have a raw surface here on this surface, and we have to show it here in the plan. So how do we show that? So we have to show that with the use of hatching lines. So first of all, need to make this line a thick line, and then we are going to hash this surface to complete the plan. So that is why we need to hash this surface. So hatching lines are drawn within continuous line, equally spaced, and we use 45° set square most times, and that is why I'm using 45° set square here to draw the hatching lines. Okay, so we need to take our time to do it, and when you are drawing the hatching lines, you are not to measure it. So you take your eyes or use your eyes to get the space between the hatching line. So we have drawn complete plan, and this is the front elevation. And for this front elevation here, so I need to make this line from here to here. I need to make it a thick line, and I shouldn't have made this as a whole thick line, but you just leave it like that. All right, so now let's go and draw the auxiliary plan. We are going to draw the auxiliary plan. Okay, so to draw the auxiliary plan, we are going to make use of this 45° set square, because we have to draw lines that are perpendicular to each of these points. We have to draw perpendicular line to each of these points that we have here. And how do we do that? Okay, so with my 45° set square, so we come to this point and we draw a line. So we draw a line in this direction. Okay, then coming to this point here. So coming to this point, okay, I'm sorry, this is the point, although I'm still going to draw a line from there, but let's leave it like that. So I will draw a line. So let's work on the base part first. So from this point E prime, I will draw a line. Okay, I will draw a line, and then from point H here, I will draw a line. That is point H prime. I will draw a line like this with 45° set square, and from point F prime, I will also draw a line. Okay, then from point G here, I will draw a line in this direction. That is G prime. All right, so then I will move away a little bit. Okay, so moving away a little bit here, then I'm going to draw a line. So I will draw this line. Okay, so on this line, I will locate, so following this line from H prime, so this point here, I have point H here. I have point H here, so I will take note of that. Then before I can locate E prime, F prime, and G prime, I have to do something out of this plan. And to do what I'm to do is that I will come to this point B here. I will draw horizontal line to this side. Then from point A, I will draw horizontal line to this side. From point C here, I will draw horizontal line to the left side. And from point D here, I will draw horizontal line to the left side. Then I'm going to draw a vertical line from here to here. Then I'm going to label this point. This point contains B and F. So this is B, F. Okay. Then this contains A, E. So this is A, E. Then this contains C and G. So this is C, G. And this contains D and H. So D, H. So we have this. Now, so we have already located point H here. So we can locate point E now. So what I need to do to locate point E, I will take my compass, then put it at this point H here and extend it to E. So we have E at this point. Okay. So this is where we have E here. So I will take my compass and that distance, so put the point at H here, and I will make an arc on this line. So this point that we have here, So this is point E. So we have point E here. Okay. So the next is that, so we want to locate point F, and to locate point F, what I need to do is that from H here, I will extend it to where we have F. This is F here. So here we have F at this point. Okay, at this point. So I raise it up, put it at H. Along this line here, we have F along this line. Okay, so I just make an arc here. Okay, so this point here is point F. Okay, so the next is that I need to locate point C. So from F here, I'll just extend my compass to G, so not C to G. Okay, so I'll just extend it here. So putting a point my compass at F here, so I'll just make an arc here. So this point is point G. So here we have G at this point. So all I have to do is to join them together. So we are joining this together. So we join this point together, and we also join EF together. Then by the time I'm joining FG together, if you look at what we have here, by the time I'm looking at this object in this direction, I can see the line that connects E and H together, which is what we have here. That's why we made it a thick line. And also this line that connects E and F together is a thick line we are going to see, but this line that connects F and G together, it will be hidden, and the one that connects G and H together will be hidden. And that is what we have to do here in this part. So we make this with short dashes line. Okay, so make it with short dashes line, the line that connects F and G together, and line that connects G and H together, we also draw it with short dashes line. Alright, so we have this now. Okay, so we are done with the bottom part. Now for the upper part, so let's work on that. So what we have to do for the upper part, we do the same thing that we did for the lower part. So we take our set square, we come to point A prime here, to point A prime, but before that I want us to have make it clear. So what I'm going to do is that, so with my set square at this point, at this point H here, I will draw a vertical line, and at point G I will draw a vertical line, or I will draw a line, sorry, inclined line at 45 degrees to the horizontal. I will also draw the line at point E, so with the same 45 degrees set square, and I will also draw a line from this point F here. Okay, so this should be easy for us to do, and you can quickly understand that. So now the next thing that we are going to do is that, so I will come to point A prime here, this point A prime. So coming to this point A prime, so I'm going to draw a line, so with the same 45 degrees set square, to touch this line. Okay, so this line, so this line that we have here, so it's not really clear. Okay, so this line that we drew here, so this point, it contains both okay, sorry, okay, so I need to draw it to this point, sorry, so I need to bring it to this line that contains E. So this line that contains E also contains A prime, contains E prime and A prime. So that is why we need to draw it to this line, to touch this line E here. So this point here, so this is where we have point A. So we have A at this point, so that's A. So the next is, so we come to this point. So this line contains D and H. It contains D and H. So if you look at what we have here, this is where we have H. So I need to draw a line from here to touch this line that contains H. So that is this point here. So this is point D. So here we have point D here. Okay. Alright, so the next is, so this point contains B. So where do we have B? So we have B and F together. So I will draw this line. So to touch this line that contains F. Okay. So that is this line. So at this point we have point B here. So this is point B. Okay, so the next thing is that of C. So C goes together with G, so which is this point. So this point here. So at this point, here, so we have point C here. So this is where we have C. So we can join them together. So I just joined them together partially because I also need to show the cut part here in the auxiliary plan. So I also need to show it. So I'll just join them together like this. Oh, this is the point. So there's an error here. So this is the point. This is where we have C. Okay. So I will join this together. So join this together like this, and I will also join this together. Alright, so this is the square top as we have it here. Now, so we need to locate this cut part. So this cut part, we need to locate it. And how do we do that? So we have, this is point 1, this is point 4, okay, and this is point 2, 3. So what we have to do is to use the same 45 degree set square. So we use the same 45 degree set square, and we have to draw a line from each of these points. So we draw a line from here. So wherever this line, so if you look at this point 1 here is on line that contains E, so which is this line. So it means that at this point, so when I draw from here, so this point, so this is where we have point 1 here. So this is point 1, okay. Then coming to this point 4, I would also draw a line at 45 degree, and this point 4 is located on H, on line H. So where do we have line H? This is line H here. So I'm going to draw a line. So I'll draw a line from here. So draw a line from here, and it touches this line that contains H. So this is the point. So at this point we have point 4 here. So next is that of 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So if I draw from this point, so if I draw from this point like this, okay. So if we look at what we have here, so point 3 is at the front here. Coming to the plan, point 3 we have it at the front here. So which means that we follow this line here, okay. So at this point we have point 3. So this is where we have point 3. So 3 is at the front, okay. Then point 2 is down here. So on the same line, follow this line. So here we have point 2. This is where point 2 lies. So we have it at this point. Okay, so that's it. So we just need to join this point together now. So we need to join this point together. So we join this together with this. And then, so we join 1 and 2 together. So it goes like this. Okay. Then we join 3 and 4 together. So it goes like this. And then we join 2 and 3 together. So that goes like this. Alright, so then the remaining part of the cube, so we need to make it thick line. So this line, so make them thick line as we have here. Then we also need to show that this part is cut off, but before that I need to make this line, I need to make it a thick line, and this small line here I make it a thick line, and then this line also we need to make it a thick line. Okay, so in the internal part, so this line, so we also need to make it short dashes line. Okay, so make it short dashes line that is hidden from us, and we join these two short dashes line that we have here. Then the next thing that we have to do is to hash the surface. So with 45 degrees set square we produce the hatching lines as you can see it here. like this. So after this, we have one more thing to do, and that is to draw the true shape of the cut surface. So we are going to get that done quickly, so when we finish this work here. Okay, so when we are done with the auxiliary plan. Okay. Alright, so this is how the auxiliary plan of the truncated cube, this is how it will look. Now let's go and work on the true shape of the cut surface, as I said. So what we are going to do again is to take our 45 degrees square, and from this point 1 here, we are going to draw a line. So we draw a line in this direction. Okay, and also from point 4, so we draw a line in this direction. Then from point 2 and 3, so we draw a line in this direction. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to fix point 1 on this line, so anywhere, wherever I like, so I just fix it here. So this is point 1 here. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to locate point 4. So we are making use of this auxiliary plan. So I'll just take my compass, put it at this point here, and extend it to point 4 here on the auxiliary plan. Then I will put it at this point 1. Then I'll make an arc here on this line. So this line contains 4. So this is point 4 here. So here is point 4. Okay. Alright, so here we have point 4 here. So this is point 4. Then, so we need to locate point 3. So we have located point 4. We can easily locate point 3. So from this point 4 here, extend the compass to point 3 here on the auxiliary plan. Okay. So here we have it here. So put the pinpoint at 4 and make an arc here on this line. So this gives us point 3. So this is point 3 here. Now to locate point 2, point 2, so from 1, I will extend the compass to point 2 here on the auxiliary plan. So extend it to this point. Then I'll put it at this point 3 here and make an arc here on this line. So this point here, this is point 2. Okay, so this is point 2. So we have point 2 here now. Alright, so this is point 2. So I'm trying to see if we can see it. So we have located all the points. So here we have to join the point together. So we join 3 and 4 together. Then we join 1 and 4 together. Then we join 1 and 2 together. And then we join 2 and 3. So we join them together like this. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is to hash the surface. So we can use our 45 degrees square to do the arching. So, and that is what I'm doing right now. So we arch this surface. So this is the true shape of the cut surface. Alright, so we have this. So we have the true shape here. Alright, so we have answered the questions. So we're able to draw the plan, the front elevation, the auxiliary plan, and the true shape of the cut surface. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. And when you practice this, you become a master at it. Thank you. Keep on practicing, and God bless you.